They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Nifty move. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Cowboys at 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Zeke with a shake and bake. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. that good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On second down, Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 68 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that to help drive them down the field.
Now Brady. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this out past the 45 of the 47. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Harris on the draw. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Brady going to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On play action, now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady.
Quick slant, finding Claypool.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Harris.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They run again with Harris. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a play fake. Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Harris.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On second down, Franks. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Brady.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
On the delay, here's Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady.
Caught along the sideline by Freiermuth.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Elliott. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Prescott.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
There was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Prescott on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
We'll get past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. To throw, it's Brady.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. From the 29, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with Harris. And some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Brady's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
From midfield, here's Brady.
Claypool with another catch. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Brady. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
He makes a catch off the tip by the safety.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Brady.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
On 2nd down now, Franks, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Brady.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Now Brady again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
121 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Prescott.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Najee Harris. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On play action, it's Brady. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
Again, it's Brady.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Rolling to his left.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The RPO always puts the defense in a little bit of a predicament, but when it's Deke and Zach, that probably makes it extra tough, doesn't it?
Predicament. I like that word because when you look at it from the defense's perspective, hard to commit either way, right? Because if you do, you're overcommitting. That's what they call a stressful situation. Many think that Dak should keep the ball more. Built so well, so solid, and running was a huge part of what he did at Mississippi State.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Goldberg. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Brady throws the out route and finds Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 12-yard gain on the play.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Claypool with another catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 31, Prescott. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Harris running straight ahead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup on
McLaurin looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing.